How's it going? So my name is Philip, and I've always wanted to be on YouTube for whatever I could think of, and I never did it just because I don't know, I guess I never had the time, or I just never thought I would be worth watching, and probably still the case, but thought it'd be a fun thing to do. So we're gonna give this a try. Pretty bright right now, sorry, just because of the light, but we're gonna give this a go. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about. I'm just gonna probably just talk, and then wherever that goes. I don't know if it, I don't know what to call this, maybe like a vlog, or chatting with Phil, hanging out with Phil B. That is me. Oh, actually, you know what? I know what I'm going to talk about right at the start. So I'm in Switzerland right now. I'm from Canada. I'm working in Switzerland, so I'm gone for a couple months this year, and I like to grow a lot of plants. That's just something I love to do. Always done it for years now, and one of my favorite plants I have is this mimosa plant. And basically, if you don't know what mimosa is, it's kind of like the tame version of a Venus flytrap. It's got these little leaves that if you touch, there's tensile strength to them, so that it's a danger mechanism that if something touches them, it'll close up. So it's all, I don't know if you guys want me to get into the biology of it. Basically, just a quick overview, there's certain receptors in it that allow the water to move in and out of the leaves so as to keep them either rigid or flat. And the movement of it is meant to scare away bugs and whatever else, and that's how it defends itself. So I love this plant. It's really hard to get started because it's a very finicky plant, but I did well, and I was able to keep it going for, it's almost 2 years old now. So I'm pretty proud of that plant. I get a message. I don't even get a message, actually. Sorry. I'm just on Instagram this morning, and I see my mother has posted a text post photo saying, plants come to my house to die. And I was like, what are you trying to say here, Ma? So I replied to her. I was like, please tell me my plants are okay. She's like, oh no, they're all dead. I was like, excuse me? You had one job, Mom. I gave her the soil. I gave her the fertilizer. All she had to do was water. Literally, it could have got by if she just watered it like once a week. Okay, this plant was pretty much self-sustaining at this point. All she has to do is water it. Her favorite saying is, if my kids didn't have a voice to yell, they would starve too. Ha ha ha. No, not cool. Oh my God, it just got even brighter. Yeah, but I can't believe this. It's so easy to keep plants alive. Actually, yeah, that's what this will be about. I'm going to tell you guys about keeping plants alive and how easy it is and why you should definitely do it. Having plants around your apartment or desk or workspace, whatever the case is a really good idea because it can help you work better. It provides oxygen to the area. It takes away all the gross things in the air. It's like a filter on its own. It makes everything smell nicer. They look pretty. It's nice to look at. It just completely calms you down having them there. And it's a really easy thing to keep you on a schedule of having to, I've got to water this plant. It's like having a pet, but like way less maintenance. And they look nice. Actually, I'll give you guys a little tour in a second here. These right here are sunflowers I'm growing. I've got way too many in this pot, but it was just, I threw a whole bunch in and I figured why not. But they're growing okay, and I don't really need them to reach a whole 10 feet or whatever else. I can use a little more water. I've watered the soil, but you can see I've been gone away for a couple days, so they're starting to wilt a little down here. Here's up here looking okay though. Over here, we have beans that I'm growing. Again, very shallow pot, not much going on here. These are actually watercress that I just accidentally threw in as well. It's not hard to grow plants, guys. You can totally do it. Oh, this is where all this light is coming from. Yeah, like I said, I am in Switzerland right now. Pretty cool. Essentially, you need to do nothing. It's not hard to grow plants. It's totally worth it. One of my favorite things to do is I do windowsill plants. So I'll have like these big long pots that just go on a small windowsill and just grow different like food plants just because it's fun. Like, I'll grow like basil, like a little herb garden, basil, thyme, just different things. Beans are really fun, like you saw over there, but like I'll do like green beans. Spinach is an easy one. Tomatoes. So many easy things you can grow around the house, and it just makes everything better. Like my roommate and I back home, we'll just sit there, we'll grow a whole bunch of beans, and because obviously we're growing them inside in Canada in the winter, you're not going to get a whole lot of yield. So stupid, but it's just a nice little like reward for having this plant there, which was already, it's like a good thing in and of itself because it, like I said, provides all these benefits like oxygen and like calms you down and everything else. But yeah, I'm so mad. Sorry. I should be thankful that my mother attempted to keep my plants alive. I will not be mad that she managed to kill the one thing I was given to from a professor of mine that I had kept alive for nearly 2 years. Oh well. well, I guess not much you can do. I'll just grow more plants when I get back to Canada. Yeah, I guess I'll tell you guys a little bit about living in Switzerland as a Canadian. It's a nice little tangent. So I've been here before. Last year I spent 4 months on the German side of Switzerland. Right now I'm spending 8 months, or I suppose 6 months on the French side, and I'm going to go 2 months back to the last place I was working at. I work in a private school in the Alps. I work in the science department. I'm a biologist. I guess I can't really say I'm a biologist. I'm working towards my biology degree, working in a biology job right now. Yeah, that's what I can say. It's not fair to say I'm a biologist because I haven't actually finished my undergrad yet. I just at my school has these co-op programs that allow me to try out different work experiences before I actually graduate. So this is my second time working in private school. Before that, I worked in a rice manufacturing plant, which basically the rice would get shipped in and then it would be turned into flour or packaged and then shipped out. And then my other job was working at an animal food testing facility, which was not testing on animals the way you think it was. It was just basically giving them different diets to see which they preferred, like flavor-wise and stuff like that. Nothing so inhumane as what testing on pets usually seems. Oh, but yeah, sorry. So living in Switzerland, one of the weirdest things that I find is that everything's based around cheese, which, okay, that seems ridiculous, but like, you know, Swiss cheese is just such a cultural part of this place. Raclette, for example, just literally a ton of cheese. They eat tons of fondue here. They've got a thing like called rosti, which is like just potato covered in cheese. They've got a soft drink called Rivella, which is made from the whey that comes off the cheese. It's actually really good. It tastes kind of like Rockets. If there's any Canadians watching this, apparently they don't have, or I guess Americans either. They don't have Rockets on this side of the pond, which is a little weird. They've got like other things similar, like the UK have something similar, but they don't have Rockets. Kind of frustrating. It's hard to say what the flavor is if you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, weird thing that actually I found so bizarre about Switzerland, which kind of frustrates me more about North America now. Their cashiers are allowed to sit down. I don't know if that's weird for you if you're not from, I don't know what part of the world you might be from, but this is so bizarre for me coming from Canada because our cashiers have to stand. It's just a given. No one questions it. Just like, oh man, my feet hurt. I've been working all day in Zayres or Walmart or whatever else, just behind the counter, standing there for 8 hours. Whereas here, they get big comfy chairs. They can eat their lunch at the till, because like, why not? Why would you make your cashiers stand? That's cool. Proud of us on that one, North America. Well done. Good work. Oh, pizza. Okay, this is, I know that's a weird jump, but this bothered me just because I bought a pizza from the store, which was the cashier. Okay, we're all caught up. Pizza here is like the Italian style, right? Which, you know, world renowned, so delicious. It is actually fantastic. It's amazing. However, when you're a little homesick, it's not what you're looking for in a pizza, or at least not what I'm looking for in a pizza. I'm obviously preferential to, you know, like really thick crust, tons of toppings, doused in cheese. And like I said, you know, cheese is a big thing here, so they use a lot of cheese, but it's just not enough. It's like you get the cheese pulled, but then it's already coming off of the bread, and then it's just the toppings are falling off, and bread on itself is thin. I like a really thick like crust, like just like properly good, and not even like what we would consider thick crust in North America. Just like our normal crust is like really thick crust here. There's one place in my university town where they do taco pizza. And taco pizza is essentially all the inner ingredients of a taco shelled out on top of this like really like thick crust that's like stiff so you can hold up everything without like drooping, because otherwise everything would just fall off. And you've got like, you know, diced tomatoes and sour cream salsa on top of the diced tomatoes. You've got lettuce, you've got ground beef, just everything you can think of that's properly in a taco is just on top of this pizza, and it's so good. Oh my god. Oh man, now I want tacos. I could really go for a taco. They don't have tacos here. Like, just the foreign food isn't really a big thing in Switzerland. And I mean, like, it's well loved. It's just not really here. Like, you just can't find Mexican food, or at least I can't. Got, you know, like, they've got some curry places and they've got a little like some Chinese places, but it's so expensive, which is bizarre because Chinese food back home is dirt cheap. That's like the cheapest form of fast food. Oftentimes, like, you can get like the biggest portion of rice and like chicken and stuff like that for like under $10, whereas here it's 35 francs for like this tiny little thing of shrimp, and then the rice is extra. Awful. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the food's delicious. Like, that Chinese food I had was fantastic. However, price-wise, damn, man, it just hurts. Trying to buy anything in Switzerland, and it's way more expensive than I'm used to, and which really sucks because the Canadian dollar is weaker than the Swiss franc. So for me, spending more Swiss francs than I would be down to spend Canadian dollars is brutal, because then I'll do the conversion in my head as to how many Canadian dollars I've actually just spent on a meal, and it just hurts, man. Like, say you go out for dinner and you get a pizza and it's 25 francs for this pizza for just you because it's the size of a medium, and you kill it all and you have a beer and you get some fries, and the beer costs 8 francs and the fries cost 6. So by the time you get out of there, you're over 40, closer to 50, and then try and multiply that by like 1.3 to get Canadian dollars, and you're just a sad boy by the end. Not a good time. Oh man, my phone's gonna die. Oh well, let's just see how far we can go with this. I guess, well, if we're going to sum this video up, grow some plants, visit Switzerland if you want, but expect it to be expensive. Petition to allow us to all sit down at our jobs in Canada, because it would just make things so much nicer. Yeah, thanks for watching my first video, whatever we want to call this. Maybe you know what, I'll like edit in some footage of me walking my friend's dog, so then we'll call this a vlog. Yep. All right. Thanks for coming out, guys. Cheers. See you next time. I like it if you like it. I'm not doing that. I'll think of something for an outro. Oh, not for the first one. Whatever. I'm just going to cut it back when I said, cheers, guys, and then we'll leave it at that. Okay, bye. Thanks. Look at this footage now, and my beard is so to one side. I don't know why it's doing that today. Or maybe it always does that, and I just don't realize because I don't usually put myself on camera. I can't see anything. Doesn't matter. I'm coming. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Hello. Yes, come on. We're going for a walk. Yes, we're gonna go for a walk. Yeah, oh, there's a good boy. There's a good boy. Down. Sit. Sit. Toby's enjoying himself. There's not much going on. A little shot about whereabouts we are. It's pretty here, eh, Tobes?